difficulties.
Yeah.
We have Punkinachi here today. Super excited. We're going to be talking about Summer's Journey and what 3.0 has to bring. So, Punky, if you want to introduce yourself, you can go ahead.
Hey everyone, I hope you're all having a wonderful night and drinking lots of milk to make your bones stronger.
All right.
Do you want to talk a bit about yourself and what you do? And
Yeah, definitely. So just like Basic and Cheddar, I do a little bit of MROC content here and there, both on YouTube and on Twitch. I know I talk to these guys a lot because I am completely enamored with them, as you can tell by my background. And yeah, they're wonderful people. Thank you so much for letting me join in.
yeah, I definitely suggest everyone goes in and follows Punky. He hasn't been streaming too much lately, but we used to do Tuesdays and Thursdays together, back to back. So
Yeah.
that was a super good night for MRock. That was its prime. It was Punky, me, and then the Rhett. Those were the streaming days. Let me tell you.
Definitely, and I think when 3.0 comes out in May, I think we're going to be seeing a lot more of that again.
I think so too.
Yeah,
I'm very excited about that. With that, what are some of your thoughts on 3.0? They've released Summer's Journey. They've released some teasers. What are you thinking?
Oh man, I'm super excited, especially for the comic book portions. If for those of you who don't know, I do a bunch of art here and there on the side, and so being able to see, some of the MROC art in this nice comic book format, it's really exciting for me, just because I like to kind of look at that and see how people draw these different characters, how they interpret them, and we're also getting a bunch of lore, which I'm also excited for as well. What about you guys?
The art is actually super exciting for us too. We're really excited that they got some really good artists and stuff like that. I like that they're taking that angle to it because I think that that's what this game really has, is that it's MRock and that, or MRock,
Marvel.
but that it's Marvel and everything like that. And especially with some of the competition it has out right now, I think that the comic books are really going to set it apart because I know some of the other games we played, I really like the storyline and like things like that behind it. So.
Yeah, it seems like it's got its own like whole thing of lore just for the battle world. I didn't play Marvel Contest of Champions, but they had it built up through there first, and they're going to continue the story on now after the Maestro's death.
Definitely.
Really cool.
I never got too much into Contest Champions either myself, but from what I've seen, like it is very, very story driven. To the point where I'm trying to see if I can get like a synopsis of what has happened to where we are now, because I would love a little bit more of the backstory, but it doesn't seem like anyone's collected that just yet. Vero, if you're watching, if you want to do that, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, Vero is actually amazing for that kind of stuff. That beginner's guide is crazy. Me and Cheddar were looking through it today. Holy, the man's put in work.
Yeah,
It is extensive, in depth. If you're a new player or even not a new player, I suggest looking at it. Do you want to go to slide? I think it's just two.
That's like the introduction one.
Yeah,
and
this one.
This one. So we got the slide up that shows the bar, and it's got like half a little piece of Hulk helmet here, and then a new game mode, which we looked through the game, and that's not one of the pictures that it shows. So that's like a completely new mode that unlocks there, like super early in the game.
So let's talk about that super quick. Actually, I wonder what that new game's going to be because
there's
I know
the Showdown one, and what was the other one called? Oh, I can't remember what the other one. Whatever. There's two modes that they released, so this is probably one of those two.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, they have what looks to be you unlock Iron Man, and you get to watch the comic book here, right? So that should be super early as well. And they're gonna have the Hulk one. I think will be first. I think it'll be like down on the other end, and then they seem to give you tickets here, but they don't tell you how many.
That is something that's interesting to notate if you unlock the character with the comic, because I know all of us, when we first started, I believe Iron Man was the first character, and I know that they were making some changes to like the way you acquire characters, like with this kind of progression system that they have set up. So I wonder if they're going to change the starter champion if they haven't already.
The starter champion was Iron Man, right?
I'm wondering if it's going to be Thor.
Well, it looks like it's going to be Hulk. You can see like half a Hulk helmet right here.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that's the first level. And to get Hulk, you have to have a character to get Hulk. They have to still actually give you a starting champ. I think it's going to be Thor.
I don't know if they would give Thor for free though,
I don't
especially
think they'd give
considering
Thor for
Captain
free.
America.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, I
I'm
hope they do, but
I'm almost sure that it's Hulk they give you at 0, and then you collect like tickets, probably the first one, or maybe like some ISO or something, and then
So, but that doesn't make sense to me if you're a new character. Like, who do you start with?
Hulk.
yeah,
You
he's
just get
saying
him free,
unlocking
like.
Hulk, you'd start with him like how we did with Iron Legionnaire when we first began.
Oh, okay. I got it. I get what you're saying.
And then if we move on to the third slide, or I get the fourth slide here, it's the one with the SS there. And that one shows all the new objective things. And then again, like another weird picture of a character. Seems like you probably unlock her here. That would be about,
comic strip,
I think I worked it out. That's about 2 weeks in if you do everything every day. And then then it gives you an orb for her, you know. So it seems like that's what they do. They give you a character, then they give you the alternate weapon, and then whatever's right here. I don't know. I can't quite
One
see
thing
it.
me and Cheddar did speculate. I hope that the gear they give us is
the
the
tier
level.
that the champion is right now. So
Because
that we're not getting Warrior Hulk gear at the very beginning. Like,
Yeah.
I would hope that they would do that, and I think considering how passionate, I guess is the word I would use, that this community is around stuff like that, it'd probably be in their best interest to have it kind of go with
the defender of what you had.
Yeah, because I know that there'd probably be some people that are upset if they're not able to really gain anything in the first probably 3/4 of the progression system, you know. And there is still a lot of OG players from day one and even beta days that have stated they're coming back once 3.0 drops. So it's definitely important that they cater to both, you know, new and old players.
Yeah. Plus, like a lot of this, it seems like it's uncommon and rare gear. Most of the older players, they don't really need that at defender tier anymore. They've got better than uncommons for sure.
Generally.
And then
I do think that it's going to bring a lot of people back to the game. I think it's going to bring that grind aspect back to the game because you're going to have to get those daily missions done. You're going to have to get that, like, and that's what this game lost. Like, a lot of the older beta players, like Punky was saying, they stopped playing just because they were done everything. And this is going to be a new reason to grind, and it's going to keep going. And also, I think for new players, it's going to be really good because it's like an actual storyline and something to follow. Like, I find this kind of like a battle pass almost.
Yeah, that's Punky said that one, I think, in his video.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he called it like
sorry,
a battle pass.
Yeah. My bad.
It's okay. I think a lot of people are calling it a battle pass because I think Techno, even in his video, went ahead and called it a battle pass as well. So it seems to be the pretty common term.
Yeah. You know the rewards that it used to give you for reaching certain BR milestones, so that you'd get one every couple hundred or whatever. Not the character one, but like the overall one. You think this is going to replace that?
I don't think that they'd want to limit the way that we receive rewards. I think instead they're going to go hand in hand, to where that way people that are getting into the game, right, they feel like they're being more rewarded for the time invested because now they're getting prizes both from the milestone route and from the not battle pass route.
Yeah, the summer's journey.
I'm hoping that this takes away kind of so like BR is important for sure, and I'm hoping that this takes away kind of from that, like, I'm not gonna play my 1250 because I don't want to lose.
And
BR.
Hopefully they keep the other one in because the other one, like the whole way up, it was just tickets. Tickets after tickets.
Yeah, they need to keep that. I think that'll help new players catch up too.
Yeah,
right?
so hopefully they keep both.
FYI for new players, don't buy crates. Buy the rare packs.
Yeah, and wait until you're defender before you buy anything. Or
definitely
try to be defender.
Yeah. Maybe you need to buy one to get past that point.
Now, there was something, and I don't know if it's on this slide. I'm kind of skimming through it. But it seemed like there was a way that you kind of work for a different house in each chapter. Is that correct? Or am I misremembering?
That was the last slide, I believe.
Okay, I'll save that for later then. But
no, we can just go to it super quick. Go to the last one.
Oh my god, we can't.
Here, I'll go to it on my phone. I have it brought up. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, because
the progression to earn part. So it's where it's talking about 5 chapters.
Oh yeah. So each chapter seems like it'll be a different house to go through, And
Definitely.
they're going to release 5 chapters, and then they'll release more as time goes on.
The reason I wanted to just touch on that is because I remember in a lot of the early marketing for the game, it definitely seemed like that you were signing up for a specific house and working for that house in particular and competing against people in different houses. And I think this is kind of a nice way of offering that kind of feeling to what was advertised, at least. Because I know myself and a handful of other people interpreted it that way. And I was really confused when I first joined and I was just automatically Iron Legionnaire. And I was like, wait a minute, I wanted Web Warrior. What is going on? And I learned as I played more that it's not that kind of story with PvP elements. It's more of just pure PvP with story elements. So it's kind of the other way around. So I think getting more of that is very important, especially based on the marketing that they've currently provided.
I really do think I really agree with what you're saying. Like the PvP content is so heavy, and I understand it's a PvP game like overall, but the way they did advertise it was sort of like that there was some form of like sorry, I meant to say it's all PvE. Like the against other people, real people. But there's like no personal, like I guess deathmatch a little bit, but you're still against other people. So it seems like this might be a new avenue towards pushing people to do like solo gameplay.
Definitely, because I know right now there's just a lot of people that aren't very content with the solo queue experience, and I understand it's mostly due to the current player base that we have. And I'm fingers crossed that with the rollout of the content creator program that we were chosen for, and with the 3.0 updates that are coming, that they're going to invest a lot of time and a lot of energy around the marketing of this game. There have also been complaints about there not being as much marketing as people would like to see. And I think utilizing the content creator program and any additional resources that they have is really going to give them that chance to make this game shine, really highlight the polished parts of this game. Because when the game is running smooth, right, you have strong server connection. This is the best game I've ever played on mobile. Like perfect, pure, prime. Like I love it, right?
So good.
And then you'll have like a lag spike here and there, whether it be my personal internet, or maybe it's just servers overloading, whatever it may be, right? And then your phone just, it feels like you got cheated out of something, and then it makes you want to toss your phone.
When it happens over and over too, it's pretty rough. But I have this little conspiracy theory that this was like supposed to be their launch. I feel like they got like pushed back or messed up because of COVID, because this game is so good and has so much potential. It just really felt almost incomplete. And I feel like this feels like the first real like completed like put out version. And I think that it's going to be really really good for people joining the game, because it's going to seem like there's like actually a path and like a purpose to the game. It's not just like come in, play, log in, do your PvPs, log out. I think there's going to be like
the Summoner's Journey thing really like gives a path forward to what's gonna go down.
And I see a lot of people saying in chat that it's going to be any character and stuff like that, which like I agree with. But once you don't like, if you don't have a main at the beginning and you're like in that chapter, I think it's going to encourage you to try that champion. So
at least it should, right? Or it should give you some incentive to play someone else. Like maybe you get 20% extra XP or energy points or whatever you get through that system for playing that champion from that house. I think that'd be something really cool to implement. Because right now, you know what we're all seeing. I don't gotta say it. You know the two champs that are prominent right now. A big green man and a very webby boy. And so I think having more of that variety and encouraging that kind of variety, like they're currently doing with the support, tank, and assault challenges that they have like once a week. I think stuff like that's good.
It up one day a week.
It's only one day a week right now, and I think that they should kind of focus more on encouraging that kind of behavior, because it's fun. It's fun to see variety and to see people absolutely whale you with a champion that you may think is weak until someone comes in and changes your mind, right?
Windstorm low key OP, just so everyone knows.
Yeah, that's exactly who I was thinking too.
Yeah. You know who else is really good right now that people are sleeping on, and it's beat me a bunch. Like I've lost to 900 teams like a couple times to it lately. It's fucking double cap, man.
Oh, really?
So good. Because Spider-Man can't evade his stun because it's AoE. So when you go into root on him, he stuns you. So you have that. It's you get stunned by the whoosh thing.
Yeah, the back-to-back ults.
Because it's
deadly.
AoE. Yeah, it's super deadly. And I find the cap is one of the best for stopping the enrage. For like timing that SP2 to stop the enrage. So like there's ways to beat it, like don't go enrage near them, you know, make sure you don't get caught in their ult. But like if there's a web warrior too and it's 2 caps, it's good.
Yeah,
Cap is
it was
really
good with Ice Storm too.
Yeah. And I find too crazy, but if you have a vibranium shield, it's really good too because a lot of people don't expect it and you like stun them far away. It's like fuck.
Oh man, that first shield they throw at you every game.
Yeah. It always catches me off guard because I'm playing against them because I just assume every Captain America is an arc shield until I get proven wrong by that first bonk on the head.
I think that's
And then it just changes my gameplay.
And the shields look similar. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. On the
It's same with Spider-Man too. Once you catch that first blockbuster ult, and you're like, oh my god, it was this one the whole time.
It's super funny, especially because you got to change the way you play around those champs, and it's such a subtle difference, but it makes such a huge impact on how you play that character, and I think that's absolutely amazing with this game.
Yeah, all the different weapons all have their unique feel. That's for sure.
Proton cannon needs the smallest buff because I think that's the coolest weapon in the game. I hate
agree.
that it's so easy to dodge. Like that's my problem. Like if it's a auto lock missile seeking get you from anywhere.
Yeah, it goes through walls and everything, but if you use a
just
dash, then it misses you.
I'd
The only thing-
happily. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. You're good.
No, sorry, Punky. I was just gonna say the only things that should be able to dodge it are the Spider-Man ult. Like is another ult.
Definitely. What I was gonna say is I would happily trade off it going through walls and barriers for just a little bit more speed to make it harder to dodge. Like I'd happily that if
Yeah,
it just
yeah.
shot out faster and it messes with your timing a bit or something, you know? That's what I think personally.
You are right. It is really slow considering like you can like you're like okay he's about to shoot it. Okay he shot it. Okay dodge now. Like it should be like you can see him setting up, but as soon as it's shot, like the SS SP2, how it's super like sorry, but
The best part about the Proton is that heavy attack, though. It's got a nice range and it slows you.
Definitely.
super annoying. The slow.
Oh my god, yeah. Same with the new weapon synergies. That spear that slows you. That's so annoying. You just can't get away from that BP anymore.
Oh yeah, I think that was such a good addition to the Spear BP playstyle. Because personally, I saw a lot of people running claws prior to that, and then I think the only exception was Zimba. I think Zimba always ran Spear, but correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, he tried the claws and I always went back.
Yeah, yeah. 'Cause
I find
remember
the spear is good for the interrupt, but
definitely, yeah. And of course, there's you know they each have their pros and cons, but I think right now Spear's sitting a little bit stronger just because of the additional slowdown buff that you can get on it.
that and I think if the root actually like stunned them, like it's kind of crazy that it's an ultimate and like if you were to do it on an Iron Man that's lasering, it's not gonna stop the laser, right? It's just gonna go in on them like
You just like root yourself.
yeah, like I don't know. There's just it needs something more. I think.
Oh, and
Yeah.
one thing I've been seeing a lot lately is the Hulk will go enraged and I'll punch him with my Hulk and he'll go flying away, but he'll be enraged still. So they need to double check that one. It's happened a lot to me lately.
It's
So
probably
like,
one of
either
those
it should
weird
interrupt
latencies.
or yeah. I know that they had the issue with Iron Man's ultimate, the drones one. He was able to like cast it, but then get stunned after or whatever, and the damage wouldn't go through, but you'd lose your shit. And yeah, they need to fix that one.
Have you
too.
seen the issue where the Hulk will enrage, but he doesn't look enraged? It's just that his pants
Yes.
glow subtly.
Yep. That one's really annoying because you think that you can web in on him or stun him or anything, but no. Another one that's been happening a lot too is people that run the SS. I think it's a disciple stack piece when you have 10 stacks.
It's a body.
Okay. When you have 10 stacks, it removes all the stacks and you gain like a bunch of health. You turn invincible a lot of the time.
What?
And you just cannot die. Yep. You just cannot die.
That's wild. I haven't seen many SS players, so like I I haven't really kept up with any of her bugs because I know they nerfed her to the ground, so she's deader than me, bro, and I'm a skeleton.
Yeah. They hit her pretty hard. The orb's working fine again though, which is annoying.
For the record, I got the glitch and I just stayed out of the zone.
Yeah. And then even when you came back the second time, they still couldn't kill you.
And I stayed out of the zone again.
Yeah.
I died both times and I was like, you know what? Like, I'd be dead, so I'm gonna go out of the zone. We lost that game. But it's frustrating too when you get the zombie glitch because you actually don't know when you die.
Definitely.
So like there's kind of like a fine line like between it being like a blessing and a curse. Because the first time I didn't do it on purpose. I was like running, I'm like, I'm still alive, trying to run out of the zone.
Yeah, they're like still hitting you and you have no health
Yeah,
bar.
I'm like, I'm still alive.
You can move in your zombie glitch? I couldn't in mine.
It's not the zombie glitch though, that's the problem. You have to have the synergy and it's only on SS. It's
Yeah.
when she dies and comes back to life. For some reason, sometimes she can't be killed the second time.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
I was misunderstanding what you guys are saying.
I think we have the air server. I can show the piece super quick. Just so people know what we're talking about. Yeah, it's there. Air server.
Yeah, did you connect to it?
Oh, I will super quick. Yeah, just so people actually know what piece we're talking about. I'm sure a lot of people do, but it's connected. There it is right there. All right. Oh, it's gonna open this stupid crystal first.
I don't know what's going on in the background, so I'm just gonna pretend.
No, epic.
Get this up here. Am I
Am I
facing the right way on stream when I do this? Point at your crystal.
So trolls. Okay, so it's this piece of gear right here, right? No,
it's
it's
necklace.
an amulet.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you would take fatal damage while 10 discipline stacks, instead lose all discipline stacks and heal for 505 health.
Yeah, that one.
So yeah, it's this piece that's causing the...
Yeah, it's what's it called? Astral protection.
We're not promoting it, Blast. Usually when we say stuff like this, it's fixed the next day. So I'm hoping it's fixed.
Yeah,
I know KDR's in the chat there.
lately, so.
And if you're a nice person, when it happens to you, you should go out of the zone. Just so that...
I would try to kill them all. Yeah, so I think that's everything we wanted to cover.
Do you have anything you want to say? Any speculations or anything, Punky? We've talked a lot, sorry.
No, you're all good. I love chatting with you guys. Any speculations that I have, I know I had one, but my goldfish memory has taken it out of my mind. But I am just going to say that this looks very promising in 3.0. I know there's been a lot of hype built around this update in particular, and I know typically people like to avoid the hype train, but personally I am kind of really excited and have high hopes for this one. It looks incredibly promising, and I'm excited to see some more of the information that's going to be coming out soon.
Yeah,
the trademark.
It definitely seems like this isn't the end, because this is only like one little thing. So, like, not one little. This is huge. I don't mean to say little, but it's only like one thing. So, like, definitely think soon.
Yeah. Yeah, it's getting a lot more hype than 2.0 did.
That's for sure. And like Thor coming out is huge, I think.
Yeah, Thor's a popular guy.
I need to do a stream where I'm dressed up as Thor with big long blonde hair.
Yeah.
So we just want to give you a chance to promote yourself again, Punky. We really encourage everyone to go check Punky out. We personally watch Punky anytime he streams MRock, and even a lot of his art streams are really cool too. If you catch him doing those.
Yeah, he streams art and some of the video channels, like just in Discord. And then on Twitch. And he's got a YouTube.
We're gonna be sharing his YouTube as well.
This is his YouTube link right here. So anyone can jump on that.
Yeah, Punky, last words, and then we'll switch off.
Just a huge thank you guys for letting me join on in. I love your guys' content, and if you ever need anything, you can always shoot me a DM. Much love to you guys. I'll catch you all later.
Bye.
Take